switch my overlay.
And the score remains tied. This is...
Yep.
Man,
and this is the second game.
This is a great series.
And we could definitely see Teflon bring it back in this next one. It's on Habitation Station, it looks like. A map that definitely can, as we talked about earlier, involve some cheese. Some cheese and crackers, if you please.
Maybe a little bit of wine to accompany that cheese.
Oh, there's always wine where cheese is involved, believe me. Alright, spawning. Oh, let me fix this overlay real quick, guys. Sorry about that. Spawning in the upper right of Habitation Station, our player for Team Outset, the red Terran, it is Teflon.
In the top left corner, the pink Terran playing for Team Rival Gaming, we have Entropy. Entropy now in the lead, now 1-0 in this best of 3 series of the Ace match. Now deciding the fate of this series, which team is going to take it. Will it be Outset or Team Rival Gaming?
The big call for Entropy right here. Do you 2 racks and go for the quick kill, or no, never mind. I thought he was rallying for a proxy. Never mind. Do you go for a proxy? Do you try to do that early damage, or do you just go standard and try to just close it out?
Maybe you even might want to just lift the base, go to that gold one real quick, make things
no,
interesting. But we're not going to see that.
No, it's far too late. Neither player is going to do that. I would be really surprised if Teflon did that. That would be the ultimate greed right there. Ultimate all-in.
Can you blame me for wanting to see it that badly?
Not at all. Because I've honestly never quite seen it play out. What if 2 players did it to each other? That would really be the amazing matchup. See both players run into each other with the exact same amount of Marines at the exact same time. It would just be too much. I'm seeing an early racks come out of both players. Definitely not going to see early gases. I think this announces no early Banshee play. Could still see some Banshee play come out if we see a 13 or a 14 gas. There's even like a 15 gas build, some people do.
Okay, we do see a gas coming down. Maybe maybe a nice Reaper play here.
That's
scouting information.
That's a 13 gas right there. Definitely is typical of a Reaper build. Same for both players. And I think a Reaper is likely on this build, or this map.
Looks like it might come down to a little bit of fancy micro here to see who takes the superiority of the map.
You know what's funny? They're both doing the same thing. Entropy's walling off at the front here. Teflon's hanging out in the very back, making it defensive. Remember last time we defended against those Reapers early on, he wanted that advantage. On Yonsu, it's really important because there's a huge amount of space for the Reapers to get in.
This one,
but on
so
Habitation, you have a very small window. 2, 3 Marines can cover this area.
With that said, do you agree with the Reapers here? Would you prefer Marines to just kind of guard that ramp? I mean, Marines do fall to Reapers unless you got the numbers to support it, but...
Yeah.
Oh, that second rack's getting scouted.
Both players going for Marines, though. We see them both building Marines. Going for the second racks. He tried to hide it, but did not wall off at the front, which is really not going to hide anything.
Teflon seeming to sticking to what he knows here with the 2 racks there and the early gas.
Yeah,
he might pump out some Reapers again, but this map is not that great for Reapers. It's easily seen and defended. 2 Marines already out, a third one coming out for Entropy.
And a fast factory. This is either, could be some early Banshees, could be again quick tanks, which I think would be the good build to go for. Again, quick tanks have the tank advantage the entire game, and you'll often win as Terran.
I mean, in terms of Entropy strategy here, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I mean, he won last game cleanly with this against the same build. We're seeing the same builds coming down from both players this game. Spreading out those Marines that are prepping for the Banshees as we get closer to that one popping out.
Yep, he's going double Marine production, and he's going for a fast stim behind this. So he may be going for some early aggression with that fast stim. Oh, is that combat?
That is combat
shields. Okay, you definitely are going to see some aggression with fast combat shields.
So, no Reapers coming out from Teflon. Good variant of the build here, going for the defensive combat shields instead.
Actually, Entropy went for Reapers last time.
Did he?
Yep. Oh. He had the early reactor doing double Reapers, and then he went into the factory and then followed it up with Starport.
And not quite the same build, as you've noticed here from Entropy either, as he did not throw down that extra command center, did he? No, he did not. Nope. And the 111 is coming out.
Now he's going for Banshees. This tech lab sitting here is getting scouted too. Definitely
immediately scouted. Entropy don't care, going for it anyway.
But Teflon's dropping it a natural right here. This could be pretty big. The push out, that quick combat shield attack is coming in right now.
This timing is very good by Teflon. He's going to arrive just as it's done.
I don't see an SCV here, so it's not a bunker rush. I don't know how well it will do against these numbers Marines, which are very equal.
Sure, with the sight there, they have equal range. Okay, looks like he's going to be able to break his way in there. Those 2 Marines popping out, maybe quickly taken down by those 5 outside the door.
Yeah.
He's knocking on that supply depot, about to burn it down and gaining entrance into the base of Entropy.
Yeah, doing a lot of damage here.
Here come the SCVs.
This is where you can still hold this attack. To be honest, the Marines are very, very difficult to target in the SCVs, so it can still be held.
Entropy's now supply capped pretty heavily, and those SCVs are
building
not
a Banshee.
binding or attacking.
The Banshee's going to be the difference right here. I think he's going to set with the Banshee. Yep.
Stiff arm from the SCVs and the Marines.
That was nice. That was nice. Very lucky. I don't know. Hard to call if it was just skill or luck, but that Banshee coming out saved the day right there.
Could we take a look at how many workers were lost there real quick here, just to see?
5. He lost 5.
He lost 5
Which is a
workers
lot.
there.
But he's
This
still
early,
equalized.
it's quite a bit.
It is, but you'll notice Teflon was not making that many workers because he was going for this fast attack. He wanted to kill him with that, to be honest. Like, although he's dropping the nat, so he wasn't like all in right there.
But he came out ahead.
He was trying to do a lot of damage.
He came out ahead.
He did decent damage. I liked it. It was an interesting attack. I might try to steal it every once in a while. It's nice because Combat Shield's research is so quickly. It's just like instantly done.
The reason I say he's ahead, he has the turret here to defend against the Cloak Banshee, which Entropy has invested a lot of money and gas into. He has the expansion. He has the Combat Shield upgrades. He's also getting...
Going stim?
He's also getting +1 in stim.
But where is he behind? The tank count. He still does not have any tanks out.
Does either player have any tanks out?
Yeah, he's got a tank right here just ran.
Okay, I did not see that there. The expansion now coming down for Entropy as well.
Yep. Logical decision. He needs to move up and be able to produce more against his enemy. That Banshee's still very annoying, whittling down those Marines, which is pretty nice.
I like how
Makes it
active
tough.
he's being with his Banshee. He's really getting his money's worth here. He has to make up for the amount he's invested into it. Those Marines are getting in a position for a nice scan, but the Banshee knows this all too well and will have to retreat as it is low on energy anyhow, but not before. Getting 2 more SCV kills.
And he's pushing out. He's very frustrated right now. You always do this when you're like, oh, screw it. I'll kill the Banshee then.
Just
I'll
A
push.
move and flip off the monitor and hope for the best.
Pretty much. He does have stim coming up. This is a stim 1-1 time he's going to try to push into his enemy's base with. These 2 tanks, though, are going to be able to do quite a bit of damage against it. I could see this this push getting wiped out rather quickly.
Yeah, that tank is not going to be great to push into. It is so well nested at the top of that ramp. He's scanned it. He knows better. He's going home.
Yeah. I like that move. That retreat right there was not a fight worth taking. He has no tanks. That's the difference. You cannot push into tanks ever with Marines. That's like the #1 rule of DBD. Never push into tanks with Marines. Unless you are dropping on them or you have an absolutely overwhelming advantage.
Entropy's Banshee now making a re-entrance into the natural there, but it's going to be scared away by a Viking, if not killed already. Where did it go? I think it might be dead.
Yeah, it's dead. He got a lot of kills, though. I think he got like about 10, 12 maybe by the time he died. Which is good. Made it very worth it. He forced a lot of micro out of his opponent and killed a lot of SCVs. Killed 7. 7 SCVs with that 1 Banshee. Doesn't make it worth it. He equalized it, really. Now suddenly Teflon is behind workers, where
Very interesting
a little
macro.
while ago, Entropy was behind.
Definitely. Entropy has the skill for macro here, as shown in this and the last game, as he's now climbed ahead in worker count despite his opponent's natural being finished before his.
And that early attack, which did quite a bit of SCV damage. We see him dropping more barracks. We could definitely see a... it's interesting he swapped out that factory. He's not making tanks anymore. He's making Hellions. Interesting move. I think he's just doing it for just a moment. Yeah, there he goes. While he builds the stim. Went for stim and combat shield at the same time, trying to equalize his opponent in those upgrades. Got to see a little factory drop go on here from Teflon. That is an interesting move to see at the 11-minute mark.
I almost don't believe it. What is happening here?
I almost don't know what's going on. Yeah,
I have no idea what's happening here. He's dropping that factory well within sight of everything.
Yeah.
And what is coming out of it?
We don't mind. I mean, what else would you go 1 Hellion? That wouldn't do anything.
What?
But you do a 1 Widowmine at this point. This is an early game idea where you factory right here and then float in and then do, 4 Hellions or 2 Hellions or some Widowmines. That's really mean.
Teflon's getting really cheeky here with this
Ooh,
this
drop
factory.
to follow it. This is so weird.
Was this a distraction or was
no,
this part of the
I don't
push?
think it was. I don't know what this was. That's a weird distraction. Like,
1 turret for 1 factory coming right up. And that siege tank right there in the main is going to handle these Marines no problem. That medevac better come in there and pick up what it just dropped off.
Yeah.
And nope,
it won't. It does.
It leaves.
This tank right here is a product of playing TVT because you know that drops will occur, and this tank has a great path. Look at that attack. Like, he's got almost the entire main on lock. Even that factory is out of range, but just barely.
I agree. Great positioning by that tank there. Entropy is taking a 20 supply lead, and still, look at the worker count here. 29 to 42.
We're even on army, though. That's something interesting to note, that we're actually even in terms of army supplies. The difference there is that Entropy has more tanks and Teflon has more Marines.
Entropy also has the bank to buy a bigger army whenever he decides to.
He does. Yeah, he definitely does. Entropy a little bit supply capped here.
Looks like he's going to push out here.
Yeah, this is the tank count. This is the 5 tanks against your opponent's. What does he have, like 0 tanks? He's not built a single tank. 6 against 0 tanks. That's a huge disadvantage.
He's got 3 Marauders, which do...
Nah, that's not enough.
No?
Usually, if you're going to trade out tanks, you're going to go for medevacs instead. You're going to have a huge amount of medevacs and be able to outdrop your opponent. He doesn't quite have that. He's only got 2.
He's also splitting his army, some going southern, while this army's moving into his natural. This is
medevacs
not
are a
looking
little
good for
early.
Teflon, as
No.
most of his army's not even here.
He's got the siege up right here. He's playing just top of his Marines with these tanks. This attack's doing a lot. We can definitely take it right here. Here's the Marines.
Entropy confidently just marching forward with his 2 medevacs and 5 tanks.
This little backstab is decent, but it really came in too late. If you're coming right in the middle of a fight, it could not last much.
This was 5 tank siege. Chaos is about to ensue
Yeah,
for
and
Teflon's
out,
army,
wipe
and
out.
here it comes again on the other side, looking to get the pincer. Does not quite get it. 1 tank falls.
Yeah, he does, but he's got reinforcements coming. I believe he's rallied to this this area. Apparently, no, he's not allied. He's rallied to here. He might have had a drop while that fight occurred. I don't think so. But he's currently got this soft contain. He's got the ramp. He's got eyes on the ramp. Doesn't quite have any threat going on to his base, but it's near.
Entropy not quite aware of that 3rd yet.
Nope. He can definitely threaten it, though. He
Is
can
it even
wall
building
right
at this
here.
point? It is not.
No, it's not. I think he either pulled this or it died.
Here it comes in another one, but it's too late.
Yeah. I can see him going right here, really, and building that line nice and long. And having really no way to...
Entropy going ahead and taking the gold base for
Yeah,
himself.
very nice. I like this. Kind of behind a contain, the opponent's really not going to be able to move out for a while, not going to be scouting as actively, and kind of scared. So even if he breaks the contain, he might not look at this gold immediately. It gives you, a good 2-3 minutes of solid gold timing, which, drop a million mules at, and go your heart's content. Make a lot of money.
Very good positioning here by Entropy.
Yeah, he's
Holding this
he's got
Terran
the
in his
tanks.
base.
Again, he's got the tanks. His opponent does not have any tanks still.
Teflon finding himself in a similar position as last game,
Yeah.
kind of scratching his head, wondering what he can do here. All he can really do is kind of ward off these Marines, but they're persistent. They're going to come right up and entice them into an attack right into those siege tanks.
Yeah, God, just 1 or 2 tanks right here would totally stop Entropy from pushing up this tiny ramp, because the siege tank splash is amazing here. Like, so efficient.
The positioning as well is just so good.
Yeah.
How many tanks do we have here? 6, 7 tanks.
We got 10. He's got 10 tanks total. We see 6 here right now. He's pushing. I think he's going to take some serious damage. He kills his own reactor.
Brilliant. I like it.
I think the sign of killed him.
I like it. I like the mind game, sir.
Yeah, I think we're about to see a GG go on from our Outset player. GG. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? That means that Team Rival Gaming has taken the week in the ace match.
And that's the end of a great,
man,
great series.
That was great. I liked it a lot. There was some back and forth. No real clear winner happening there.
Let's go back to the scoreboard there for one last look. Go ahead and make it so.
Let's change it. Make it happen, guys. Here we go.
So we take it to 5-4. And once again, guys, thank you for watching. If you're still out there, go ahead and hit the follow button for us here at Anoteros TV. If you want to support even further, be sure to watch from www.anoteros.tv. And be sure to follow my co-caster here, Punish the Player, on Twitter. And once again, Anoteros TV as well on Twitter.
And keep your eyes open for more casts. We hope to do more weeks of Chobo Team League. It's a really fun thing to cast. I really enjoyed this today. So see you guys later.
Thank you.
Have a great night.